Well, hello everybody and welcome to another Happy Travellers vlog. Today I'm just going to talk to you about the batteries. Now, I'm not ready to fit them yet, but people have been asking me where the extra batteries are going to go, is it safe, you know, all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd just show you the batteries that I bought and show you where that extra third battery is going to go and how I'm going to sort of secure that in place. The space is meant for a battery, so there's no issues, but it is a long way from the other two, so let me just show you how all that's going to work. However, before I do that, remember the drawer that fell out, and I showed you that. Well, here's a little video taken from the inside of the drawer with that lock nearly working. So you'll see why it might have just slipped out. It's just catching on the edge when it's locked. It's just not there enough to secure it under a lot of pressure, which is why I think it flew out while we were going along. If you give it a little, you know, if you put your hand sort of underneath and try and pull it, of course the lock will go up a little bit and it won't pull out. If you put both hands either side and pull it out as though it's just being thrust forward, then it does come out quite easily. So what I'm going to do is just put a little plate just to lower that catch down. But let's show you the first view of the batteries and where that other battery's gonna go. So here it is. There's one of them, and you'll see it's got two little carrying handles, and actually just about liftable with one hand. A very, very heavy battery, which is that's a really good thing, because the difference between a starter battery and a leisure battery is the amount of lead inside. Now this will have lead plates going across with fluid inside, and the heavier that battery is in terms of the leisure battery, the thicker those lead plates are going to be and the more lead inside it, and that allows the leisure battery to be discharged over a longer period and to be recharged correctly without the damage that would be caused if it was a starter battery. And the starter batteries have much thinner lead plates, and you know, it just allows them to give a big oomph of a charge out to run that starter motor, to turn engines and stuff like that, rather than being trickle depleted over a longer period, which doesn't do them any good. Now this leisure battery, as you can see, it's a UASA 100 amp hour 12 volt battery with, it says 200 cycles on it, but in tests on the A&N Caravan website, they say that it's got at least 230 cycles, so that's a complete discharge and recharge 200 odd times, and that's a pretty good rate actually. And these are list price £144 or thereabouts, but I've got the invoice here and I can tell you exactly, I can show you. Three of those batteries were £341. Sorry, the list price for those is £119.99. So there we are. That's the total there. With the Facebook discount code, I've got an £18 discount off those. I am told there are bigger discounts if you're a member of the Wild Camping website. So maybe look around for that as well, or just phone them up and ask for ask for the discounts. But if you just want to order online, use the Facebook code and that will give you a 5% discount. But let's take you around the other side to show you where that battery is going to go. So you'll see that we've got the two batteries here, and you might think this would be the place to put a new or additional battery, but this part of the locker doesn't actually go back as far as the other one does, and I can't really see a reason why, but I don't want to go knocking the back of that out to fit a battery in. I don't think that's a good idea. However, this little spot here I think is the place. Now I haven't tried this, I haven't put the battery in there, I've given it a little bit of a measure up, and I'm hoping that that battery is exactly the right size to fit in that spot. Well, that's a bit of luck. So you can see that that battery now fits nice and neatly in there. It needs a little clamp to go on here and bolted on somewhere. Maybe I'll put a little screw, little bolt through there to hold that down as they are. This is all, that's all held on with a metal strap there. So, and this door closes down, so there's no chance of it sort of falling out, but it's a good idea to have it sort of screwed down with a little plate and a clamp on the side of that there. So I'll put a nut and bolt through and a clamp on the side of it just to keep it right in place. It's heavy enough not to actually want to go anywhere, but at speed, if we're cornering, then it's, it might sort of want to pull out this way, but you see it's not going to move very far backwards and forwards. There's a metal strap in there, but you'll see that the distance, let's just move you out that way a bit, the distance between that terminal all the way down to that terminal. So we've got, this is the positive terminal here onto the, this is battery 1, battery 2, and this will be battery 3. So I've got that much distance, which is about 3 foot, and I've got to go through off of that terminal there. I've got to come through this here, then back through there, again through there and onto there with 2 cables, the positive and the negative terminal cables. I could go through the back of the cupboard and right down the back of there, which I might do. So that's it for this. I'm going to be fitting those batteries. I'm having having real difficulty sourcing the 3 foot long cables. I think I've done that from a website called 12 Volt Planet. I've got those in my shopping basket. They're 36-inch long. They've got the little tag on one end, the little connector on one end, and the battery terminal connector on the other end, which is ideal because I can come off of one battery, off the second battery, straight through to there and just bolt that on. But I do need to extend the inverter connection cable down to the other battery, so I'll need a longer cable still, or a connection of some sort to bring that inverter negative cable back onto the third battery rather than coming off the second battery. Because what you need to do is you need to treat those 3 batteries as a single unit going positive off the first battery and negative off the last battery. Now, however many batteries you've got in parallel, they need to be treated as a single unit. So joining all the positives together and all the negatives together, and then using the first positive terminal and the last battery negative terminal as if it were one big battery. So I need another big cable to get the inverter connected up. I've already got cable for the fuse box, so I'll be rerunning the negative cable off of the common earth for the fuse box auxiliary outlet wiring to run that back down. I've got enough cable for that, but I do need that 35 square mil section battery cable to run up to the inverter. So I'm just going to make sure that I can get that and get it all fixed up. I'm hoping to actually have it delivered here to where I am over the next couple of days, and maybe get the batteries connected up, and then maybe take a bit of a break from the inverter and see how we go, and then connect that up later when I can get the proper cable for that. However, if this is your first time watching our channel, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and why not consider subscribing. We are the Happy Travellers, and we live full-time in our Auto Trail Comanche, travelling around the UK and Europe. And if you want to follow our journey, just subscribe, and if you want to get a reminder, just ring that bell down below there. And if you want to give us any suggestions or make comments on anything we do, there's a comment section below, and we welcome all of your comments. So thanks so much for watching. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now.